All right, we're gonna start our workout, and next time we'll have my workout ready to already working on talking slower and more concise and clear. Maybe I'll work on getting in the frame and work on my camera skills. I think the lighting's okay for now. I like the lighting on this section of the gym off, simply because when I was building it, I didn't realize how bright these lights would be. And doing bench, staring kind of up at the lights, kind of sucks. But I also like it when we're at the other parts of the gym, it looks better. I don't know, I like it all around. So the workouts I've been doing right now are heavily based on percentages. And I like it just for the structure right now. I think it's something I like. It is a strength building workout for the most part. Anytime you're working out for strength, you're obviously gonna get size. So it kind of does a little bit of both. I'm not super focused on hypertrophy right now. If I was, I'd probably be doing higher reps and maybe going to failure more often. But for now, this suffices. Right now we're gonna do 5 reps at 60%, 70%, and then 5 sets for 5 at 80%. Oh no, 60, 70, 75. Okay, so I need to have these written down. It'd be a lot quicker. I'll go get the weights. I'm also bad about being lazy with the weights I choose sometimes. An example being right now, it's 177 pounds for my 60%. I'm going off of I guess I'm kind of adding myself right now. I'm going off of a 295 working max, something I know I can kind of throw up whenever. I could probably go heavier, but that's the way I know I can throw it on and do it, so that's my working max. So 60% of that is 177, 135, the easy would be just 185, but 45, 55, 65, 75, 210s, that's not bad. The only bad part is that the weights are over here. It's a little, I don't know, I won't say annoying. It's part of the game. It's part of moving weight. All right, let's get these for a quick set of 5. Not bad at all. 65% or 70%, 206. I will say, cool thing about kind of second nature, I won't say it's second nature, but something that you end up doing when you work out for a long time is kind of quick math, or just recognizing, I guess, the patterns. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's a little bit of autism we all have. You get weird weights, like going from what's 205, what's 206. Closest thing is 205, and you already know 135 plus a pair of 35s equals 205. Just from maybe it's not that cool, but it's kind of funny to recognize, kind of think about how quickly you can start adding. Well, it's simple addition, so I'm getting too happy over simple addition. I will have to learn to, probably just cut it out in editing. I will have to learn to filter my immediate thoughts and not just spurt out what I'm thinking. All right, another 5. All right, not bad at all. So the whole point, I don't want to say the whole point, but a big thing I want to do is start a YouTube channel. I'd like to start a YouTube channel and possibly, all the other streaming platforms, just get some footage out there, get some video out there. And I think when you're doing that, you need to find what your niche is going to be. What are you going to be doing? What is going to be your selling point, your market? What are you going to fall into? And that can be difficult to see what it is. And I think a lot of people want to do this, and a lot of people don't because they don't know what their niche is. Or they want to be super specific, not specific, but different. They want to be different in what they're doing. They want to be different in, I won't say special, but they get so infatuated with setting themselves apart, but they never even get started. And the truth is, so do 225. 5 sets of 5 and 225. All right. Now, there is a thing is being oversaturated. Obviously, you don't want that. But is that going to stop you from getting started? I think you can find your niche. I think you can find your voice, find what it is that's going to set you apart. But if you really just want to do it, then just go ahead and get started. So for me, I am going to go ahead and get started. And I think we can find out what exactly we're gonna do as we go along, kind of see what we like and enjoy and what we're good at, what we enjoy. Because there are tons and tons of YouTube channels and TikToks and Instagram Reels, a lot of the same stuff, but they're doing it. They're doing it and they're being successful at it. And a lot of the channels are, again, exactly the same and they're still being successful. So you don't necessarily need to be different just to get started. I think you eventually could, but yeah, if you're doing the same stuff everyone else is and it's working, I mean, hell, you don't necessarily always have to be different. I'm gonna try to be different, try to be something special. Just don't know what that is yet. I might need like a stylist or something, fix my face, fix my hair. Yeah, I think this is just the start. This is just the start. This set one. Taking a long time between these sets, mostly because of the talking and hoping the music in the background isn't too distracting or overbearing. So one of my thoughts was, what if we don't have a specific niche? What if we do like a jack of all trades while getting jacked, hitting different topics? Do like that might be a good one actually, drive some engagement. What is the next week's topic gonna be? And then while we're working out, we'll just go over that topic. We wanna talk about cars? We can talk about cars. I will say I know a lot about a little, or a little about a lot. I know a good amount about a lot of stuff. Not a professional or expert at too many of them, or I'll say I'm probably not an expert at any of them, but I know a good amount about a little. Damn it. I know a good amount about a lot. I know a little about a lot. I know enough to be inquisitive and ask questions and hold a conversation about pretty much anything. So I enjoy learning. I think y'all enjoy learning. Maybe that's it. I do know there's another YouTube channel that kind of does that, and they do it very well. Maybe I don't want to plug them, then they won't watch me. Not yet, not big enough. Granted, I don't have the fan base to lose right now, so. Next set. That one was a little crooked, but that's okay. That was set number 2, got 3 more. Making decent time now. Got 2 other bigger workouts to do. Yeah, maybe we do like a jack of all trades while getting jacked. And each week we'll talk about a new topic. Maybe something, and y'all can decide what the topic is. We'll go over it. Kind of gives me a week to brush up on the material, get some good facts for you, some fun facts. Maybe record once or twice and get a good flow going. Maybe each morning add a new thing into it and then kind of put it all together at the end of the week, on the weekend. Sounds like a decent plan. Definitely have to learn to get good at splicing, and right now I'm recording on my phone. Hopefully my phone has enough data, or not data. Hopefully my phone has enough memory to record for this long. If not, I have a GoPro and some other stuff I can start using. All right, next step. Maybe you'll even see me get stronger throughout these videos. That'd be kind of cool. Just, if I can like be doing this for a year, then we can do like a recap of the past year, just see the weight get bigger. Oh man, a boy can dream. When should I do like a introduction of who I am? Maybe that'd be like the first. Or, I think I kind of want to do that, but I don't want to do it. I'm still learning to speak on who I am, or speak on camera, or in general. So maybe I'll do that after like 10 videos. If I can get like a solid 10, I think I'll understand gives me time to figure out who I am. Gives me time to figure out who the hell I am. Because I don't know. Sometimes, it's still early. Early in the day to know who you are. Gotta be more lively too, I think. I think gotta be pretty engaged. And does it matter if I'm always looking at the camera or not? Or just looking off in the distance like I generally do? Is that okay? Is that okay? Who knows? Next set, let's go. All right, that was set number 4. I hope, pretty sure. Almost done with the pre-workout. It does say you should drink pre-workout about 30 minutes before your workout. That way it kicks in. But, that's a whole other topic for later. One of the jack of all trades. Maybe we'll do it's only fitting if we do a supplement, a health day. You can do, you know, pre-workouts, post-workouts, intra-workouts, nutrition. If you're gonna take supplements, when should you take those supplements? There's, you know, based off your body, what works best for you. Everyone's a little different, so even the weird things, I think a lot of things work for different people. It could be placebo effects, which honestly are just as valid sometimes, because it is that effect that it's having on you, I think. Anything that drives the behavior that you're wanting is legitimate, and sometimes, you know. Kinda went on a little ramble there. Might be able to do this. Definitely don't have a script. Definitely don't have little talking points posted somewhere. It's like boom, 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 because I can get sidetracked so easily. Oh boy, last set. Ready, and. All right. Let's rack the weights and move on to the next one. The walker. I think now we are going to do some shoulder stuff. I could be wrong. Barbell overhead press, 6x6. All right, we are doing shoulders, but it's not the one I was talking about. So we're gonna move again. I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be right back. I'm gonna start working my appearance too. All right, 4x6. This one's not increasing percentages. It's gonna be a simple 6. So I think I'm gonna warm myself up a little bit for it. Let's see. How do I feel today? It's not gonna go too heavy yet, but I think we can start with a decent weight. So one thing we're gonna have to definitely get some slack on, or been working out for a while, not obsessively or super strict for that matter either, but I like to think I had decent form. I'm open to critique, we'll say that. Because I know, especially as you get heavier or as you go up in weight, your form can definitely start to slack. There's also the notion that, well, you're still moving weight, and I kind of like that too. Just move the weight. But I think it's important, especially on things like this, you are somewhat strict on your form, so you don't injure yourself. Definitely, second set, let's go. Okey-doke. Set number 2. Yeah. This will be an interesting video because there's no real talking point right now. This is a startup. This is the initial, right? This is the idea. This is where kick things off with saying, hey, I want to make a YouTube channel. Did I see everyone else do it? I watch YouTube all the time. I scroll through TikTok. I look at Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. Why can't I do that? Not necessarily why can't I do that? Well, I guess to an extent, yeah, why can't I do that? But more along the lines of, I'm in the gym anyways, talking to myself half the time. Why not just record it and see what happens, what goes with it? I think there's tons of YouTube channels out there that are just out there for the fun of it. I think this would be fun. Honestly, I think video editing, putting something together, see if I can make anything together. I think the engagement that comes with it will be fun. I think there can be a lot of positives. And honestly, I did get some feedback already. Like, hey, I want to actually, next set, then we'll get into it. I did get some feedback already. Hey, I got a tripod, I got a mic. I'll start recording myself and maybe make a YouTube channel. Dude, that's retarded. They caught some other words. I'm not sure if there's some other words that were said about it. I don't know what's allowed. Screw it. They were like, hey, I was like, yeah, I want to make a YouTube channel. Maybe make a YouTube video and then put a little bit TikToks out of it and see how it goes and see, drive engagement up, drive awareness for what I'm doing. But it sounds like a lot of fun. They just got back with, dude, that's so gay. I was like, well, why though? I mean, I get it. Before I had TikTok, I was like, that's dumb, stupid. Even YouTube shorts, I'm like, why are we just watching other people do? I used to tell my kids all the time, why are you watching other kids play video games? You have the same video game yourself, just play the video game. And they like watching it. Why do we watch sports? We can go play the sports. A lot of us do, but obviously it's still a lot of fun just to watch them. That's the life we live in now. I like to work out. Maybe you like to work out. Maybe we like to ramble and talk about stupid shit. We can do it together. right? There's also another sense of, I think this is my last set. So get the set in and then we'll continue. And it sounds, I'm not in California. I'm not in any awesome area where there's videographers, everyone's doing it. I'm in a small town in West Texas. So if you're from the area, howdy. Next one is dips, so let's go do that. All right, so I guess I gotta get different sides, my good side and bad side. I saw another video that said, not a video. Oh, okay, not that at all. Moving on. There's a saying, I don't know who said it. I wanna say I saw it, might have read it. The words were out there. It's crazy until it works. And I've been living by that. I think even this idea, I'm gonna get my water. It's crazy until it works. And I think that's kind of how I wanna, this might be dumb, this might be stupid, crazy. But if it works and something comes of it, let me just say, it's been done before. Tons of people are doing it. Thousands of people are doing it. It looks fun. And there's another thing that's, I don't think it's even a saying. It's just reality for a lot of people. And I think I'm going to 10 on this. I'm going to 20. So I'm going to adjust the weight a little bit. There's also, for a lot of people, it's a big thing, is too prideful to put themselves out there, to look dumb, to give it a shot, you know? It's not a sexy movement, but gets the job done. The lighting, there we go. All right, yeah, they're just too prideful or too embarrassed to look dumb. And I get that. It saves us from doing a lot of dumb stuff because we know it makes money. We know the things that make money. Your pride's gonna save you from doing those bad decisions. Because there is a little bit of going too far. Not to knock on the people that do that. Somebody's gotta do it. Well, not really. Nobody has to do that stuff. Next set, talking a lot. Time has flown by, holy shit. All right, got 1 minute. I think we gotta do 5 sets of that. And I'm gonna bleed into the time that I really need to. Definitely wanna get a timer in between, even maybe just have my phone buzz or something. Maybe get an app just to click and go. So I can definitely ramble for too long. And the goal is still to get my workout in, still give enough talking time, get the message, make good quality content. I don't want to feel too rushed because then I start talking too quick. All right, keep it slow, keep it concise, deliver a good message. I don't know if necessarily it's always a message delivering, but a good product. How about that? Which is subjective, I get it. Oh man, that actually, why did that hurt the shoulder? I think for the rest of this, I'm trying to start working out and call it a day. Probably not get too much more talking content out of this. Dips are a weird one to record because no one looks cool doing them. Another thing I have to get used to is looking at myself and hearing my voice. No one, I won't say no one, a lot of people don't like their own voice. And I'm one of those because depending on the context or the settings, depending on where I'm at, what I'm doing, who I'm with, how comfortable I am, the voice can change quite a bit. The speed, the whole nine, it can all, we're gonna have to do some stuff to drive the excitement up in these videos. I do know there's people who are successful being very calm and collective and slow and methodical with their message, but I think they're a lot wiser than I am, so it kind of works out for them.
If you stuck around this long, I appreciate you. I learned quite a bit during this whole process, so it's definitely gonna get better from here on. And stick tuned.
All right. I distracted. Ooh, okay.